You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rudrance for Black and White Sports. We're going to talk about Deshaun Watson, and we kind of suspected this might happen. The NFLPA, the NFL, and Deshaun Watson got together to try to negotiate some kind of disciplinary action against the quarterback. Now, what does that mean in light of the fact that he settled 20 of 24 cases? There's still 2 out there that are randomly floating around. There were supposed to be 25th and 26th case. Nobody knows what happened to those cases all of a sudden. And we still have a lot more women hanging around out there that haven't filed cases. We don't know if they may or may not going forward. Who knows? And I'm sure Roger Goodell is cringing. Well, they entered into negotiation, the 3 parties, and those negotiations fell apart. My guess would be it's over, obviously, the number of games Deshaun Watson is to miss. Now, gauging from our comment section and the comment section over at PFT, people want to see anywhere from 1 year to banned for life. Okay, but I haven't seen anybody that's been less than 1 year on this thing. And let me give you an idea of how this is likely to go down if the other 4 cases, not to mention the other 2 I talked about, if the other 4 cases do not settle prior to the season starting, then what could very well happen is he gets put on paid leave. Then when the other cases either make it through court or settle, then an actual unpaid suspension will start. Okay? Because there's a feeling that in New York, with the NFL, they don't want Watson to see the field as long as there are active cases going on. Now, I saw a couple of people compare it to Roethlisberger. I think we're talking about 1 case versus 24. 1 case versus 24. And I can tell you, the NFL is nervous over this because there is a fever around the fact he better not get less than a year. A full year. And I'm willing to bet Watson would not accept that. He really should get, in my opinion, a minimum of 2 full seasons. And I think there was a case to ban him for life. I really do. This is PFT and this is Florio. Last week, we pointed out that the negotiated resolution of Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson's discipline was possible but not likely. The problem was Watson, as of last week, was determined to clear his name. It's funny how he all of a sudden flip-flopped on that. With Watson settling 20 of the 24 cases pending against him, that possibly will lay the foundation for a settlement between the league, the union, and Watson. Josina Anderson of CBS Sports reports negotiations have indeed occurred. However, they fell apart regarding the extent of the punishment. Negotiated discipline is not unprecedented. The outcome is announced as punishment being final and the player waiving his appeal rights. Interesting. He wants to, I tell you what he's hoping for. 1 year, appeal it, goes to arbitration, ends up as 8 games. And I've got to tell you, that will be the ugliest black eye the NFL has ever had if this guy is able to play one snap in this 2022 NFL season. Complicating matters for Watson is the fact that there's no precedent for the new procedure that starts with the NFL proposing a punishment, continues with an independent disciplinary officer setting the discipline, if any, and the commissioner having jurisdiction over any appeal from the player or team. Unless the disciplinary officer decides to impose no discipline at all, Goodell gets the final crack at determining punishment. The best outcome for Watson would be to settle everything. settle the lawsuit, settle the discipline, serve the suspension, and then come back, play good football, win games, and stay out of trouble. And in much time of this incident, it will be forgotten just like it was for Roethlisberger. I don't believe this is going to be forgotten at all, ever. This is a taint on Deshaun Watson, okay? I don't know what Florio's talking about here. Ben Roethlisberger's situation does still get brought up. I brought it up the day he retired, okay? Yeah, Ben went a long way, and what we're talking about is different. We've got so many cases here. We're talking about a sick serial situation. Okay, habitual, over and over and over again. Roethlisberger, we were talking about one case. And even then, he still didn't look good. Okay, he still didn't look good. And like I said, the NFL's got to walk a very, very dangerous line of making sure this suspension publicly is not too short. Okay, when you look around and you see nothing less than 1 year is acceptable. And you get a lot of people, and I'm talking about a lot of people, calling for an indefinite ban. Just ban him, and then at some point, 2024, he's allowed to come back and reapply to get back into the league. Or ban him for life. Pete Rose's ass. Right? By the way, Pete Rose ought to be in the Hall of Fame. But that's neither here nor there, and you get the point. Again, I will keep bringing this up because I've been pounding the table that so many Browns fans are pissed and don't want this guy at quarterback. Let us not forget, 24,000 Browns fans, 6.8, 68%, 70%, 7 out of 10 Browns fans do not want Deshaun Watson as their starting quarterback. That was from a poll of Cleveland Browns fans taken in Cleveland. So that gives you a lot of different things, food for thought. He's got to get at least 1 year. I think the Trevor Bauer thing would be fair. 2 years maybe. They might go for 2 years, and maybe that's the problem. And then maybe he'll negotiate down in 1 year. My guess is he doesn't want to miss the entire season, and I don't know how he gets out of that. That's probably why this fell apart. And now you got rumors of a Jimmy Garoppolo, Baker Mayfield swap. Hilarious. Hilarious. I mean, the factory of sadness. Peace. I'm out. Black and White Network supporters, make sure you check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. Link in the description. Use promo code USA First, all one word. USA First, all one word. 25% off now.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.